Hi, my name is Calum Matheson. I'm an assistant professor of civic life and public deliberation in the Department of Communication here at the University of Pittsburgh. I came to Pitt from the University of North Carolina in Chapel Hill, where I got my PhD, focusing on media studies and rhetoric. During that time, I worked for the debate team at Harvard, and now I'm also the director of the William Pitt Debating Union here in Pittsburgh. My academic interests have to do with the biggest, most general questions of communication and how they link up or are expressed in the smallest, most particular situations and habits. So I ask questions like, what is communication at the most abstract level? What is mediation? How are structure and contingency related in communication? And how are people and societies influenced by what they can and cannot say? I'm particularly interested in the limits of communication. People have experiences that they claim there are no words for, but then they still try to talk about them anyway. I'm interested in how language seems to be inadequate sometimes, and how we try to use it to capture our experiences all the same. My dissertation was about the gaps that these failures of language seem to create, and how we try to bridge them, even knowing that we don't always have the right tools to communicate successfully. In fact, there are important ways in which we never have the tools to do that. I studied witnesses to the world's first nuclear test, codenamed Trinity, many of whom reported silence after the bomb and an inability to adequately describe what they had seen. After them, however, came the nuclear strategists who tried to develop a language for nuclear war, using all of these technical-sounding, colorless phrases like counter-value, post-attack environment, and desired ground zeros, to talk about events that would kill hundreds of millions of people, maybe everyone. The end of the world was terrifying to a lot of people, but also fascinating. Today we see the same paradox in post-apocalyptic movies, survivalist doomsday preppers, and new fears about climate change, terrorism, and artificial intelligence. Big ideas like the end of the world make it into public argument all the time, but they're often difficult to think rationally about. My academic work in debate and argument coincides with my other research interests because I'm interested in how rational arguments sometimes fail to grasp the almost mystical enormity of these ultimate questions about life and death, the future, the meaning of what it is to be human. What we do say is often tempered by what we feel we cannot say. Intercollegiate policy debates often grapple with these issues too, alongside other important societal concerns like structural racism, poverty, and gender. For me, academic psychoanalysis is one approach to these topics. It's a language in which to describe how silence, omission, and desire change the way we speak and suggest that there's more going on than just a breakdown in communication. I'm working right now to apply some existing scholarship on anxiety, trauma, and desire to these very things, alongside other theories focused on materialism, cosmic horror, even theology. I hope to teach a regular seminar on psychoanalysis and its relationship to other concepts in rhetoric and media studies. I'm very happy to be here at the University of Pittsburgh's Communication Department. Being in such a wonderful academic climate at a world-class university is a rare opportunity, and I hope I can make some small contribution to that in the years ahead.